What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DVM Production Empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DVM Production Empire. Packed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the Empire today at dvmpe.com.
Groovy.
Last season on Stupids Talking Stupid.
You know what? Meet me outside. How about that?
Maybe I will meet you outside. How about that?
You meet me. I'm going to go outside.
No, I'm going outside.
No, I'm going outside.
I'm going outside.
No, I'm going to go outside.
Fuck you, I'm going
to go outside.
I'm going to go outside.
And now, the thrilling continuation of Stupids Talking Stupid. Whoa. Those guys just shot each other.
Oh, man.
Why would you get that angry at someone?
I don't know. Makes what we were arguing about seem kind of stupid. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupids Talking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to.
We're back.
We're back.
After a break, and now we're back.
A little bit longer break than we thought it'd be.
A little bit longer.
Turns out
Had stuff.
we got super friggin' busy.
Yeah.
Part of which, like for me, I had my dad had hip replacement surgery,
Yeah.
and I've pretty much any day that I wasn't working, I was trying to be available to help him out. So
And I donated my hip to his dad.
yeah, so right now Patrick is walking around with one leg. I told him you don't have to get the entire leg off to get the hip.
Nope.
But he's like, nope, let's
Nope.
be efficient about it.
I don't want to half-ass it.
Even though now you are half-assing everything.
Now, Bear's finger grew back.
I got my finger growing back. In case you weren't here previously, cut the tip of my finger off at work. We're going to hear more about that in Close Encounters later on in this episode.
Fun. But now we are back to read the stupid for you. For those of you guys who are listening who came out to see us at C2E2, what's going on?
Hey.
Got a little bit of a bump on our numbers. I believe it's
nice.
from them.
Yeah, well, seeing as how we had numbers as if we released an episode and we didn't release an episode.
So we figure
Yeah.
that room decided to listen to us. So thanks, guys.
Thanks. We hope you're still around.
And we've actually been approached about the idea about doing a live show. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be trusted in live. When we did that panel, I was like, I'm going to try to say as little as possible. And then you and I ended up doing a bit, kind of a take on like what we do with this show. We'll read a story off, and then we kind of went into an improv scene. Just a room full of people there to learn about podcasting, and sure enough, we found a way to make Hitler jokes. I don't know what happened.
4 pillars of friendship. But enough about that. We're here to cover some stupid.
Especially my favorite. What the fuck were they thinking with these products?
There you go.
We got a couple of what the fuck products.
What the fuck products?
The first one is
Should have a bump. What the fuck?
This one is literally a what the fuck product because it's something you use to fuck. There is a sex toy designer at Svakom, S-V-A-K-O-M, Svakom. Yeah, they're out of Georgia. No, I'm just kidding. Svakom from Georgia. They
Russia.
Oh, there it is. So they built a vibrator, and you're like, oh, people been doing that. People been doing that for centuries. My great grandma made some vibrators.
I don't know, centuries. I think they just shook them back.
Yeah. It's like, hey, why can't your kids stop shaking? I don't know, but come here and close your eyes. Hold this broomstick for me. See, this is why I can't be in a live show because
No, that's great.
So anyway, so they made a vibrator that has a camera on the end of it.
So you can put a man on the moon, but it can't get a camera on a vibrator. Oh, wait. They've done it. What's next?
Well, putting Wi-Fi on it, too.
Polaroid on a butt plug.
I think you just glossed right over what I said here.
They put Wi-Fi in it.
They put Wi-Fi.
Talk about a hotspot.
Oh, yeah. It is definitely a hotspot.
Turned into like morning radio so fast. Whoa!
No, we've already done a couple of intros like that. I think a certain rowdy character.
Yeah. Ready, row.
No, he's not here today.
No.
So they built this. So first off, a vibrator with a camera in it. If it's vibrating, how clear of a shot are you going to get? Which, I don't even know why that's my first question. My second question...
That's why we invented the photo stabilizer.
It's like, listen, all these years of photo stabilization, they finally gotten to the point where we can do it.
It's like, look, I want to do a colonoscopy on a bus.
That's off-roading.
That's off-roading in Death Valley. But I can't get a clear enough picture.
With Keanu Reeves yelling at Sandra Bullock to not slow down.
Right. But I can't get a clear enough picture. If only somebody would make a photo stabilizer.
Excuse me, I'm from Georgia, and we're working on this one thing.
What company in Georgia?
It's fuck 'em.
Oh.
So what you want to do to that girl? I want to fuck 'em them. What does that mean? I want to see them inside. It's like, oh, bro, that sounds creepy.
That sounds
no,
creepy.
I want to stick in there and then look.
And then we go on the YouTube.
So I don't know if you realize this, but things that have a Wi-Fi access point can be accessed. And as it turns out, there was a company that decided to stress test this product and found out there's a few back doors. I know, I couldn't help it. So the vibrator
Did
can...
the neighbors have any open Wi-Fi ports? They didn't pay the bill this month. Yeah, what's this one? Anal cam.
No, I think it's one of those now cams. It's like a baby monitoring thing.
Now cam.
Yeah, it's a now cam.
I'm just gonna piggyback off of this.
No, I don't want it's probably a baby monitor. Oh, it's
They're making a baby.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a baby in there. It's like a month old, but yeah, there's a baby in there. He keeps on getting closer and then further and closer. Wait a second.
What kind of camera is this?
This telescopic lens is really malfunctioning. But yeah, they figured out that...
I'm going to need a white balance this.
Hey, that's racist.
Oh.
Anyone can use this. No one should, but it sends information. So there's this website. Apparently, there's websites that you can any IP that's connected to the internet. You can go to some websites and they're like, yeah, this IP is connected to the internet right now. So people, they can find out. I never thought I'd have to say this, but they can find out who's using these dildos and where. And then if they get
market research,
if they get within range of it, because they can look on and see, are there any dildos with Wi-Fi being used in my area? Oh, there is. I'm just going to drive over there, get within range of it, and then they could backdoor into it and get a free live shot of
Get all up in their business.
Get all up in their business. But yeah, if you wanted to, you can use the camera to send pictures to the Wi-Fi, and they decided not to secure it that well. So people can just freely get on into this camera. The most intimate of camera. Like this, talk about a GoPro. Like this is amazing, I guess.
Is it?
Yeah, that someone...
What we should be doing with technology.
That someone decided, like, listen, now's the time.
Have you ever been masturbating and wished you knew what was going on up there?
Do you ever hear your neighbor and think, I wonder how into it she is right now? And you want a live peek, but don't want to get out of bed?
The fellas at Offical have helped you out.
So they were actually, like, they actually hacked the thing to figure out if they can get into it. And yeah, turns out there's, in the script, there is part for Skype interface.
Hello, hello.
Oh, I think you butt dialed me.
Hey, did you vagina call me?
Yeah, you vagina call me.
Yeah, this is a vagina call. I'm gonna hang up. I'm hanging up. This thing won't hang up. I'm hanging up.
What? Oh, someone there? Hello? Mom? Oh, when did you call me? And why'd you call me on my vibrator?
If you can't catch me on the phone, catch me on the vibrator.
Yeah, sorry. It's like you get a post on Facebook.
You've
Sorry.
reached Gladys's vagina. Not here right now. You'd like to leave a message.
Please leave a long and girthy message.
At the sound of the
At the sound of the zip. It's like, oh boy, we're getting into it now. But yeah, that's just a real unfortunate way of taking advantage of your customers.
Right.
Speaking of taking advantage of your customers, are you familiar, since I know you probably wear them all the time, are you familiar with the LuLaRoe stretchy legging pants?
Well, I'm a legging aficionado.
Mm-hmm. But these are the ones that you can't buy in stores. You can only buy them from people with terrible stay-at-home jobs on Facebook. It's essentially the body wraps, but in pants form. A scam.
Oh.
It's
like
a pyramid scheme.
That,
So when you see people on Facebook saying, I'm a beauty consultant.
Yeah.
Get some lotions from me. Like, okay, I don't want to buy lotions from you. And like, this person's an all-star customer. I'm like, oh, you're using weird terms as if to show some importance.
You're in a cult.
You're in a pyramid scheme, aren't you?
Yeah.
You've invested all your hard-earned money.
It's not a pyramid. Look, so there's a person above the very top.
Okay.
There's 2 people right underneath.
Okay.
And then there's 3 people right underneath there.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
And when you put an outline around those people, what shape does that make?
It makes a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
it
what?
is a triangle scheme.
Yeah. This is.
We all loved triangles. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
You know what that sound is? Dinner's ready. Let's come eat. So there's a wee bit of an issue. So,
circulation.
Are you familiar with these pants at all?
I'm not familiar with the pants, but I'm familiar with the body wraps.
So
I've
you
heard
haven't
people
seen
talk
anyone?
about, I lost so much weight. I think you just compacted your body.
Yeah, or you drew some water out.
Yeah,
it's like go outside and sweat for an hour. I lost so much weight. Yeah, but it's gonna come back unless you keep doing it.
Right.
So they have people on Facebook saying you can buy this LuLaRoe leggings from me. Just hit me up. I got these parties, and they do, like the Tupperware parties of old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now they got LuLaRoe. It's the same as pretty much any of these things now. Listen, if you're going to create a company that is a pyramid scheme, that all you have to do is get some people on Facebook to sell your shit,
right,
then more power to you. Like, I don't feel sorry for any of the people that fall for this. So here's the thing.
Betsy DeVos, the current Secretary of Education, an idiot, her family is the Amway people.
Oh.
So they made billions off of being at the top of a pyramid.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, that her brother is also the guy who owns Blackwater, who is basically he's got his own army. So, being a pyramid schemer, you could sell those body wraps, and then you could buy a tank.
You got to be a super diamond, triple diamond, all-star go-getter salesman, and you can post that on Facebook. I am a super triple diamond all-star salesman.
It's the worst.
So be sure to buy stuff from me. So anyway, you guys get how pyramid schemes work. Now, it's come out that these leggings are actually pretty shit quality. It was likened in this article as they're kind of like wet toilet paper with the way they tear. Like when you're putting them on, they're made to fit super tight, They're leggings. There's not going to be any give. Like when you pull them up, if there's any friction, they'll probably rip or they'll have like a run up on them. Like they're cheap as fuck. A lot of customers are complaining because they're spending all this money on a pair of leggings. I don't even know how much they are. I think they're like $25 or more per pair. All right, and people are buying multiple pairs at a time.
Right.
And they're just trash. There's no way for them to get refunds or anything. Like you buy it, tough shit if you don't like it.
Right.
But finally, the company announced effective April 25th that they're accepting returns of any defective leggings or clothing purchased between January 1st, 2016 and April 24th, 2017. So, like a year and 3 months worth. I'm assuming like January 1st, 2016 is like the day they decide to start selling stuff. I don't know.
Right.
But customers can apply for a full refund, a gift card, or replacement leggings by contacting the person, their consultant that they bought the merchandise from. So the company makes shitty products, sells it to a consultant. The consultant then goes and sells it to you. Oh no, it's shitty. Well, now you have to give me my money back or replace them or whatever. But here's the thing. You can't just say, like, hey, this is bad. Can I get my money back? You have to have all claims have to be made by July 31st. So you're going to have a couple months to get all your claims in. And you have to be able to make the claim against the original consultant. So if you were at a party and you bought stuff, or you're in a Facebook group and you bought it from someone there, like if you're the kind of person that buys from like 7 different people in Facebook groups, chances are you don't have an idea
Well, and that
of who you
person's
bought it
just going
from.
to duck you, too.
Well, not only that, but to make the claim that you've purchased defective leggings, you have to have proof of purchase, which, according to the company, is proof of purchase must include a copy of the original receipt, a copy of a bank statement reflecting the purchase and identifying the authorized independent fashion retailer is also acceptable. So you either have to have a receipt, which you're not going to get from someone buying shit from them on Facebook. Chances are you're like no one's that organized. Or you have to have a bank statement that lines up with the day that you bought it and proof that it went to that person. So if it's just, you basically have to do this detective work if you didn't save a receipt that you never got.
Thank you for calling Leggings Incorporated. How may I help you?
Hi, I got some trouble with my leggings and
no, what happened?
they tore when I tried to put them on.
Oh, are you sure there are leggings?
Yes, they say right on there that they're yours.
Okay. So, we're going to need a few things. I suppose you want us to send you more leggings.
No, I have enough leggings. I think I need my money back, and I went a little crazy spending, and I think I just need my money back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna get right on that. We're only gonna need a couple things from you.
Okay. Well,
do you recall who you bought it from?
No, it's this person. It was on a Facebook group, like
one of the Facebook groups. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a couple months ago.
Well, that's
it was
okay. If you don't know the name of the person, that's fine. You don't really need to know that. We just need some things from you.
Okay.
And we're not trying to rip anybody off.
Oh no, I know you seem very reputable.
Do you recall the weather on the day that you bought them?
Well. What, the weather?
Yeah, what was the weather and the exact temperature? We're going to need to know that for our records.
Oh,
and also the pollen count. If you could just go ahead and shout out the pollen count from that day.
I mean, I guess it was cold because it was February.
Cold isn't really a temperature. I mean, we're going to need to know the exact temperature. And along with the temperature, the pollen count, we're also going to need the miles per hour the wind was coming out of the west. We will tell you that it was coming out of the west. We're going to need to know the miles per hour.
Well, I mean, the pollen count was probably 0 because it was February.
Okay, that adds up.
And the wind, I don't know, 2
miles per hour?
2 teen.
Is that 12?
12 12 miles an hour.
Okay, that is also true. That's correct. That adds up.
Okay, and
What did
let's
you
see.
weigh that day?
That is a personal question.
I know, but we're going to need it for our records. I'm sorry. A lot of people come at they wear the leggings and they wear them out and they just are like, I just wish I had my money back.
No, this was a brand new pair.
Okay,
A brand new pair. I bought it according to the size chart off of your website and the individual consultant's website, and I looked at everything. And it's the right size.
Okay, no, we believe you. We want to get you your money back. We just need to know just the few things, and you're already doing very well. But we're gonna need to know what you weighed at the time, and also what was the Dow at?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
The stock market?
Okay. I thought you were referring to the Asian man that lives next door. I didn't know where he was that day. I think his name is Dow.
You don't know where he was? That was going to be my next question.
Oh, but I didn't buy it from him.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but he's very important to this company. Look, ma'am, without all this information, we're not going to be able to get you a refund. I'm sorry.
No, what? No,
I'm
no, I
sorry.
bought it from you. I have.
Oh, no.
No, I have this bank statement. It says I bought. If you could just listen to me, I have.
I'm so sorry.
No, ma'am, did you? Okay, you are there. You are there. You need to acknowledge me when I'm trying to. I have the proof of the purchase. I have the bank statements. I have the blood sample of the person I bought them from. If they didn't give it willingly, I tracked them down. I need to get my money back.
What is my middle name?
Is it the name of the girl in the Neverending Story, which you can't quite hear the name because he shouts it out kind of weird?
Yeah, and if you don't know that, then I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to
This
give
is
you...
so unfair!
Click. What is that name?
I don't know.
It doesn't even say it on subtitles.
I remember reading it online somewhere. I'm like, oh, that's not her name.
Why did that bitch get out of bed? Like, it's like, you want to help?
No, say my name.
Just laying there.
No, fucking just say my name.
Oh, is that all it takes?
Fucking dare you, bro.
Is that all it takes?
Watch me.
Say my name, say my name.
When world's crumbling around you, say, baby, I love you.
Here comes the nothing. Say my name, say my name.
So anyway.
What happened to betray you?
He's crying for our text. Such a sudden shame. So anyway, back to the story.
Look like pig.
So here's the problem. Because these people are in a pyramid scheme, anytime they make sales,
Triangle scheme.
they're encouraged to use their money to reinvest.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I didn't pay attention at all to this company. I'm like, oh, it's just another scam. Who gives a shit? I'm starting to see more and more people. I even saw one of my exes was like, it's like, oh, follow my LuLaRoo page. I'm official salesman. I was like, oh, dodged a bullet.
The only thing that's about just as bad, but it's not a pyramid scheme, is Mary Kay. The makeup. That's not a pyramid scheme.
How's that not a pyramid scheme?
Because they don't have people like, I don't think they have people above, like the company, you buy from the company and that's it. It's not like a person, I don't think they turn, I don't know if it's a pyramid. I don't think it's a pyramid.
I think you might be talking on your butt there.
Really?
I don't know.
But all I know is any girl that I've ever known that did it, all they do is talk about it.
Yeah, that's what
But I
cults,
didn't know
that's
that-
what cults do.
Ugh, it's the worst.
So anyway, I'm using
yellow.
the research that someone else did. That they back in January, they're like, this place is a scam. It's a bad business. So why are you guys doing it? So here's the thing. If you wanted to buy, I want the unicorn pants, I want the kitten pants, then I want the blue fun pants. Okay. Chances are you're going to have to shop around to a bunch of different consultants because the consultants cannot pick and choose their inventory. They have to buy packages, and they get
What they get is what they get.
what they get is what they get, and then they have to sell it. And if they can't, oh well, like you can't send it back. The packages that this person found, there's 3 different packages. Package 1, 2, and 3. Package 1, 336 pieces, cost $4,812.
All gray.
So if you want to start in this company, you have to invest almost $5,000 just to get started, which seems insane.
Right.
And I don't
Have a Domino's pizza.
I don't think that's right. I feel like there has to be some kind of an introductory one too, or like you have to have X many pieces before you can start selling. So if you want to buy a few pieces over time, like a payment plan kind of thing, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But if it's almost $5,000 just to start in this company, then that's probably why you don't see as many people selling it online. Package 2 for 365 pieces, $5,300. Package 3, 463 pieces, $6,700. And now they recommend to you that you have 700 to 800 pieces of inventory at hand at any given time. So you're looking at,
just in case there's a run.
You're looking at at least $15,000 in inventory.
No.
So this company is saying you should probably buy $15,000 worth of product from us and then try to sell it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this seems like a good thing for me to invest in. I'm making a difference from my house. No, you're not. You're filling your home up with leggings that you can't wear, can't sell, and no one wants.
Right.
And now, as it turns out, it's a scam of even worse proportions, because now that it is proven that they're fucked up, people have to individually take care of the refunds. So, like I said, if you're a consultant and you just spent $15,000 on inventory, you're ready to go. You're a triple platinum seller, buddy boy. All right.
Sure.
So, as the triple platinum diamond buddy boy, you have to you sell 5 pairs of pants to me.
Okay.
They're all crap, and I want a refund. But this is like 2 months later. You've already used that money because you're a triple platinum diamond buddy boy, and you want to reinvest in the system to get more product so you can sell more and because I'm pretty sure it's the same as any other scam, whereas the more you buy per month, like you're a certain tier.
Yeah.
So
And they
if you're not
take you to like lunch, and they do like the hotels, and then
like, oh, you're selling $8,000 worth of product a month, you're a pretty big deal. Well, it's not even that you're selling it; it's that you're buying it.
right.
Like if you Patrick are buying $8,000 worth of product from the company every month, potentially to sell, they don't care. They've made their $8,000.
Yeah,
they don't
just
give a
really
fuck.
good customer.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna say, hey, you know what? You're gonna give us almost $100,000 a year. Yeah, we're gonna take you to get a cheap steak.
Yeah.
In a hotel. Like, yeah, let's go.
I don't
You're
know
a big
about that,
deal.
But I've got a vibrating camera that I could sell you.
Ooh, well, you can go ahead and take that camera and shove it up your ass.
That's the.
Oh, you know the product.
Oh, you've heard of it. What's called ass cam. I decided it was a little too on the ass.
Sorry, it's a little too on the ass. They're saying how there are some women that belong to upwards of 200 Facebook groups to buy these pants because, like I said, you have to find the person with the pants in your size. You can't go to one person. You might have to go to 10 different people to find the one pair that you want that they were lucky enough to get in their shipment.
Why wouldn't they do like a distribution like page? So you're like, what do you have? What do you have? Okay, mail me those. I'll mail you those, and they like trade amongst each other.
Sounds like it's a superb idea.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not even making fun of you.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. Like, listen, I got a bunch of crocodile pants. I'm looking for snow bunny pants. Who wants to trade?
Yeah.
And just go pair for pair. Hey, man, I was trying to pick Florida and Canada. Like, same difference. So, yeah, they have to... That is so messed up that you have to, like, go through all of that. You have 3 months to get a return done from the last year and a half-ish. You have to have a receipt from people who sell things in their pajamas.
And it's gonna be bogged down. It's gonna be everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, we couldn't."
Oh,
get
absolutely.
you."
And plus, I was seeing on this page, on one of these pages, some of them, I think I'm actually friends with them on Facebook. That's why I was able to see it. But they are one of these consultants, and they were talking about how the consultants can turn down the returns.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I don't know if
they
it
used to. My mom used to be involved in these things, and then she stopped. Luckily, but
or she stopped telling you about them.
No, she stopped. 'Cause I think a lot of my dad was like, "I'm not going to this shit anymore." But
That's fair.
But I think a good amount of it was that it gets to be the point that, like, especially if you want to make money, and you can make money off of these, but you have to become insufferable.
Mm-hmm.
Like
your friend that says, "Hey, like my business page," and there's 30 likes on it, they're not going to do it.
Right.
But the person who is an amazing salesperson anyway, and happens to have a fuck ton of connections and is able to organize and stuff, basically the kind of person that would succeed in any sales job.
Right.
Like they could sell, a ketchup popsicle.
We knew a guy who it takes a certain kind of, it takes a certain kind of person to like sell. Like I've always been good at closing. Like if I'm selling an idea or selling something, I've always been good at that. But there's a real different way. Like this guy is the kind of guy who, after 9/11, went on and bought a box full of American flags and sat on the street corner and sold American flags.
Yeah, man, that's probably sold out instantly.
That's a hustle. But the other one that he did was, and
it might be tasteless to
right.
some people, but dude made money.
Yeah, and this is the idea that he came up with that, in my opinion, was easily, if he got bigger, I don't know if he still does it. It was $1 million idea. Is he bought tee times? He bought up tee times at local golf courses, and you could go to him, and he's got all of his tee times available. And rather than he will organize it for you. Like you give him the names and numbers of the people that you want to go, and he'll organize it and be like, "You've been invited to this tea time, blah 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 blah," rather than having to be on the phone and do all this stuff. So he basically sold tea times.
Interesting.
But yeah,
like my dad works in insurance and like corporate insurance, and his company, I think it's the company he's at now. It's either the company he's at now or the company he was at previously. I think it's this one now. They got their big break by writing insurance premiums for the people.
Titanic.
For people doing the construction after Katrina.
Okay.
And it was so high risk that no one wanted to touch it. So their company decided, we're going to be the ones that do it. Huge risk, major reward. Yeah, so they made off like crazy. Because, I don't know if you know this, but there was a little bit of rebuilding.
A little bit.
So a lot of places needed insurance, and they sure took care of a lot of it.
Worked on that Shop Hiroshima campaign.
Yeah. So, and another thing with these leggings. As the consultant, if someone's getting a refund from you, you have to pay the shipping for their refund as well.
Right.
So you're out the money that you've already spent on more product that they gave you, and you have to pay to ship
And
the
then the company doesn't reimburse.
No.
Yeah.
Well, the company might say like, yeah, we're going to do it. But if they're doing they're being this stingy about refunds to the public, then they're totally going to just dick someone over, and there's not even going to be a Wi-Fi camera for them to see it. And it's a pretty messed up situation, but it's something that people put themselves into.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of situations people put themselves into, I was torn. I even talked to you about this story last week. I was torn about bringing it up because I'm going to preface this like I should every story. We're not making light of suicide.
This is when Vox starts sweating.
Yeah. I'm about to say the N-word 7 times, Fox. Get ready to edit this. I'm not going to say it.
No.
So Do you remember high school as a whole of like pressures to succeed and like where you're going to go to college after and all this other kind of stuff? Like, was there a big focus on the future when you were going to school, or was it just kind of like, go to English, you dumbass?
Yeah. My thing was, I knew that I wasn't going away to college. Like, I knew I wasn't going to do that. Because my whole thing with my dad was, do 2 years at COD, and then I'll send you wherever you want.
Yeah.
But I'm not sending you to U of I to,
Right.
handle your fucking English credit, and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like, get your gen eds out of the way, and then I'll send you to whatever.
For a tenth of the price.
Yeah, whatever specialized school you want to. Like, I went to AMDA. I went to acting school. But if I went to ISU to study acting, I would have gone to ISU to study acting and English and do math and do all that other, I would have had to get those gen eds done. So I did that. So I didn't really have that pressure. I knew a lot of people who did.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely no fun to be around.
Yeah. Well, because I remember when I was in high school, the guidance counselors were like, "Oh, so we got this college. You got to apply for colleges and do this other kind of stuff. You want to get into a good school, right?" But it was never like.
Yeah, they got over me real quick when I was like, "Nah."
No, I mean I never felt like overly pressured to like. I swear to God, if you get a B on this fucking science test, your life is over.
Right.
But I mean, some people could feel that way. Some people have parents that are very.
Yeah.
That
was the other thing is, I put more pressure on myself.
Yeah.
So my dad didn't add to it.
I was always given the direction of do your best, and if it doesn't work out, well, you did your best.
Yeah.
But you better fucking do your best.
Yeah.
Like don't half-ass it.
If you didn't try, then I got nothing for you.
Yeah. If you try and fail, well, you know what? You tried. You can always try something else or try it again. But if you
tried and you failed, lesson is never try.
Yeah. If at first you don't succeed, fuck it, man. Bail. So Naperville North. It's in Naperville, in Illinois. Mm-hmm. It's a school with. They're having some issues. There's a lot of heroin use in the area. I don't know if it's related to what this person's talking about, or if it's just a bunch of bored rich kids. Could be a combination of everything. Who knows? I'm not a psychologist with it.
Right.
But there is this one girl who decided that, well, enough is enough. We have to change Naperville North's pressure culture. And already with that headline, the Naperville North pressure culture must change. And I was like, well, what do you mean pressure culture? Like, are they trying to force you into doing things you don't want to do? And as it turns out, I'm not going to read every single word about this. I've already read it once, and it's like 1,700 words. And basically what it says is there's a lot of pressure on us to succeed, and everyone's always trying to tell us to do better or we're not going to get into a good school. So, like, that's hard. Can you stop? That's
the gist.
Because she refers to this thing called the Naperville North Way, whereas the people are talking about, like, when you're, from as soon as you come into the school, everyone wants you to succeed, and they want you to, if you're going to be applying for the good colleges, you have to have extracurriculars and you have to stand out. Like, these are things you have to do. This is not unique to Naperville North. This is the entire country. If you want to get into one of the really, really, really good schools, you have to be an amazing student with a lot of extra shit on your resume. Saying I'm a leader in this, I'm a participant in this, I'm able to do this, to show yourself, to show that you can diversify yourself and that you're an asset to the school. Because that's what Harvard wants. They want winners.
Yeah.
They don't want me. I'm going to, like, yeah, guess what, guys? I graduated from Harvard. Like, oh, Harvard sucks if that guy graduated. No, they don't want that.
No.
They want the best. So the teachers are saying you should do your best. If you want to get into these best schools, you have to be the best. So go be the best.
Yeah.
And if she's like, you're not, it feels like you're not okay with failure. And
You should be okay with failure. You know?
no, like, I mean,
It shouldn't be okay that you failed. You shouldn't beat yourself up about it, but at the same time, no one's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm all right.
it's like, well, might as well give up now. It's like, no, you can try, and if you fuck up, try something else or try again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, this is really hard.
No, let's just give up.
And here's the thing. If I had read nothing else about this, I would have said, I don't know. I don't go to that school. Maybe things have changed and people are trying to, compete and whatever. I don't know. But as it turns out, this girl that wrote the piece she wrote the change.org petition, which, by the way, have those actually done anything of value? I want to say they might have started a conversation or two, which is ultimately what they were looking to do with this.
Right.
But I don't know if they've actually changed .org anything. So this girl, I'm just going to refer to her by her first name. Her name is Tessa.
Okay.
And the problem is that she is not just a student taking AP courses and trying to be in charge of things and all this. This is her workload, right? Mind you, she is in high school. And she's complaining about how much pressure there is to succeed and how much stuff she has to do. In fact, she admits that some of the stress expressed in her essay is of her own design.
Right.
So this semester alone, she's taking 2 AP courses, and she's never had a full lunch period because of her desire to participate in both band and choir. Thinking, wow, she's got a lot on her plate. She's doing normal school, she's got 2 AP courses, and doing band and choir. Sounds like a lot. But she's also loaded with extracurricular activities, such as serving as drum major in the marching band,
Right.
performing in the school musical, and singing in 5 different choirs. And all that doesn't take into account the music and voice lessons and theatrical productions that are part of her life outside of school.
Right.
Because as it turns out, well, she's been growing up as a child actor. So she is trying to balance a full-time career with a full-time high school schedule,
Right.
while complaining that she has no time to do anything. Pick one.
Yeah.
You want to be a high school kid, be a high school kid. You want to be a child actor, be a child actor.
But don't bitch while you're trying to do both.
Oh my God, I willingly accepted all this stuff.
Well, let me tell you right now, the band and the drum major thing, although they do work out, they do work in the summer.
Right.
Like they have like I dated a drum major in high school, and Melissa was there in the summertime. They were there in the morning,
Right.
like from like 10 to noon, or
Were they
from
work-
like 9 to noon.
Were they working on their marching? And
They
shit?
worked on the formations and they did all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember all that stuff, like watching when I was playing football, the sports.
Right, but as far as being a drum major, yeah, your after school stuff consists like if you're at the games and you're doing a thing, but band is a class.
Right.
So that's during school. So quit your bitching. Second of all, if you want to be,
Well, she's doing
choir,
band and choir, so
Well-
she doesn't get a full lunch.
we had that as well. If you wanted to be in choir, but you didn't have a period to do it because you had lunch, you can get rid of your lunch and be in choir. And the teacher gave them 10 minutes out of the class. Like you come
Like
in 10
hit the
minutes late.
solo bite of your sandwich.
Yeah, no, you just ate in the hallway. You ate in the hallway, and then, or you went to lunch, got your food, ate it, and then came to class. So that can be done too. Quit your bitching.
Okay.
You know?
So now that's one choir that's band in school, and that is the drum major stuff.
Yes.
So she's also got the workload of 2 AP courses.
Okay.
Okay.
That's homework.
Yep. Seems like a pretty normal schedule. But now, she's got also in 5 different choirs.
Well,
and she's performing in the musical.
The real question
and
is,
she's taking
when did
music and
those
voice
meet?
lessons.
'Cause
And theatrical
I was in 2
production.
choirs. I was in chamber choir, and I was in regular choir. Chamber choir was a class. Regular choir was a class. Chamber choir met like first period.
So you think she's pretty much ready to graduate high school, like with all the classes that she's taking and everything, and she's kind of loaded her senior year up with a bunch of choir?
Well, I don't think all of those choirs meet. So they had the thing like they had swing, like we had swing choir. We had
What the hell's swing choir? Is that?
where they kind of like add a little bit of a dance like movement and
Oh.
we
Ew.
had I didn't do that.
Ew. No, you did that. You did that.
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
I did chamber choir. And that was like Latin and shit.
You're swing dancing in your chambers.
No, because I was in the musicals and I was in the plays, and that right there was so. Like I did both tech and rehearsal. So more often than not, tech would be from 3 to 5, and then we go eat dinner, and then rehearsal would be from 6 to 9.
Is that metric?
Yes.
Okay.
From 6 to 9. And then you go home and you do your fucking homework and shit and whatever. And the other thing is, if you're not getting your homework done, then you can't be in the thing.
Right.
That was always my thing. My parents are like, you, and the school, you get D's, you can't do the extracurriculars. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So I mean, I remember it was a busy day,
Right.
but no one forced me to do it.
The fact that she's a child actor is like, this screams like her parents are pushing her to do shit. And like, there might be stuff that she wants to do, but it's kind of, I think it's a little bit of everything.
When you get to be that age and you're still doing that stuff, it's what you want to do. Like, I knew people who were junior high school, elementary, who did the acting, and they were like...
Right, but there's also a lot of stuff that people will do it until they're 18, and, like, they move out, because, like, they're facing that pressure.
One of my students, she did it till she was 18. When she graduated, then she went to school. She went to DePaul. But in between, she was on Drake and Josh, and she used to go to California for pilot season.
Right.
She liked doing it. And then if she ever didn't like doing it, that was always go back to, like...
Well, that's a good way to raise it.
After school sports. Like, my dad kept putting me in rec basketball, even though I fucking hated rec basketball. He kept putting me in it because he thought I liked it. And I did it because I thought he liked that I did it. And then one day I told him, I said, I don't really like this. And he's like, well, why do you keep doing it? I go, because I thought you wanted me to do it. He goes, I put you in it because you wanted to do it. And I was like, well, shit, I could have been playing all video games all this time. But
you ruined it.
But, that's what it comes down to. So it's like the pressure. I don't know if it's the pressure from the school so much as pressure you put on yourself. And if you're projecting on your school, then you got problems.
Right.
So suck it.
Yeah, this is like the just a very public tantrum.
Whining, yeah.
I'm like, she was freaking out. Like, this whole thing started over. Like I said, we're not making light of suicide, but that was one of the things that she said sparked her wanting to write this. And again, I don't go to the school. I don't know any kind of actual pressures that they may be facing, but this comes across as just a whiny person who bit off way more than she can chew, and then wants everyone else to make it easier for her.
Scale back.
Yeah, I can't do it. I love this stuff too much.
Well, then quit bitching.
No, I can't. It's too hard.
Then scale back.
No, I can't love it too much.
Then quit bitching.
No, I can't. It's too much fun. Got a bitch.
Yeah.
So it's... I don't know. I don't know. I think it's stupid, but there are stupider things.
Yes.
Like if you're in Texas.
Texas.
So we're gonna go through a few things that is like. So you're familiar? What do you know? What the Illinois state bird is?
The cardinal.
Do you know what the state fruit is? I don't know, so you can just guess.
I think it's a pumpkin.
That sounds right. Sure.
We make more pumpkin. We make more pumpkin pies than any other state.
Well, it's because the Libby's Pumpkin Factory is in Morton, Illinois.
Yeah.
I know that because my dad lived there for a long ass time.
For a long time.
Mm-hmm. My grandparents lived there, but then they moved away. Anyway, so Texas is planning to name.
I lied. It's a Gold Rush apple.
Oh, that makes more sense because the gold rush in Illinois. Anyway, so Texas is planning to designate an official state something, right? But we're gonna go through a few things. So their state dish. Do you know what the state dish is?
Chili.
Yes. Well, look at you. What about state tree?
The oak tree.
The pecan. State fish?
Trout.
Guadalupe bass.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's pronounced bass.
Oh, that's right. The state fish is an actual guitar. Look, I saw it on the paper, man. And I was like, dude, wicked.
Dude, I played a Guadalupe bass. A lot of people play a regular bass, but mine's different from Guadalupe.
What's so different about it?
It's a Guadalupe.
Oh, you use it for playing mariachi music?
Yeah. It's specifically for mariachi, although I do the electric Guadalupe bass. It's got a richer tone.
It's like
You can just smell the salsa. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Making some salsa over here. Guadalupe. Boom, 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 boom.
feel the burn. Anyway,
jalapeno burner.
they got some other things. Like they have their a bunch of symbols, including the official pollinator. Do you know what that is?
The bee.
The western honeybee.
I knew it.
The official
Chili and I got bee.
The official cooking implement.
Official cooking implement?
Mm-hmm.
What do they mean by implement?
Like, what do you cook with? Not like a stove, but like.
Oh, like something that you would like a wine or something like that?
No.
Is it an ingredient?
No.
Was it the
Like a pan or something.
the iron skillet?
You're partly right. It is cast
iron skillet.
It is cast iron, but it's a Dutch oven.
Ah, because of chili.
Mm-hmm. You were so close. We got a couple more here. Well, one more here. Do you know what the state shell is?
The puka.
No, it's the lightning whelk.
I don't even know what that is.
It was your second guess, right?
That's going to be my second guess, and I didn't know what that is.
Well, now they want to have, they officially, I don't know why they didn't have it before, they officially want to designate this official state gun of
Smith &
Texas.
Wesson.
Hold on, we're going to get to the guessing part in a second, all right? Now, they want to have the official state gun. This means it can be any kind of gun whatsoever. What do you think? I'm going to give you 3 guesses, all right? In all of Texas's history or whatever, influence, whatever, what gun do you think they're like, this is our gun? This is going to be Texas
Is it the
state
brand
gun.
or is it the type?
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh. The 6-shooter.
No.
The rifle.
No.
The double-barrel shotgun.
No.
What is it?
The cannon.
Oh.
Yeah. The
Not a gun.
It's a gun. It's just a really big fucking gun. It's a big fucking gun. Like, think of what is a cannon? Oh, it's a big fucking gun with wheels.
I guess so.
Yeah, they want to have the cannon be the official this with everything going on in the country. They're like, you know what we should do? We need an official gun.
You want to?
In a
Want to know some cool cannon trivia?
I will in a second.
Okay.
But in a world where there's so much stuff going on, there's a big uproar against gun violence, and people want to have more restrictions or less restrictions or whatever kind of restrictions on guns, and they're like, "Fuck it, we're Texas. Let's get a state gun."
Right?
And they want to make it the goddamn canon. So give me some canon facts right now.
So back in
You don't get to look it up.
no, I'm just trying to get the name.
You can't just remember fun. If they were fun enough canon facts, you would just remember.
So, Pope Borgia.
Totally.
Back when this was when France was essentially the inventor, like the country that invented the cannon, and it's what
Not Texas.
No, it's what made them essentially a force to be reckoned with back then because they had the cannons.
Yeah.
And then when they were marching on Italy. Pope Borgia had two sons, one who was a soldier and one who was a cardinal, and the cardinal wanted to be a soldier. And
He was a bird?
Yes, he was
The state bird of Illinois.
he was a priest, and he didn't want to be a priest, but he wanted him to be a priest because he wanted him to be pope one day.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, he really just wanted to be a soldier. He actually had a brilliant mind for warfare
So what you're saying, he felt a lot of pressure.
from his father.
That's the Naperville
The
North
Holy
way.
Father. It's the Father. It's the Naperville North. So they were marching on this castle, and they knew they were coming. And their whole problem was they had cannons, and they didn't have cannons in the castle.
Oh, okay.
The French had cannons, and they did not.
Okay.
So because it took so long and so much material to make an iron cannon, he had local ceramics makers make ceramic cannons, and they put them in like every window of the castle. And basically, the whole thing was those things can't fire because they're ceramic and they would just destroy themselves.
Yeah, it'd be a bomb.
Be a big bomb. They basically wheeled them out as like, look at what I got. Fuck you, France.
So he bluffed him.
Basically bluffed them. And they were like, oh my God, we're outnumbered. We have to turn around.
It's like, hey, nice 6 cannons you have. We have 400.
Yeah, and the entire time they're just like, please don't fire. Please don't fire on us. Please.
Sorry, everybody.
You know?
Sorry, we're going home. We took a wrong turn.
We took a wrong turn.
This isn't where I parked my car.
We have this isn't my apartment. They turned around and retreat because they're like, holy shit, we're outnumbered. But it was like a huge cannon bluff. Could you just imagine sweating the entire time going, oh my God, please don't do this, please don't do this.
It's like trying to start a fight with someone at the bar and realizing they brought like an entire NFL team with them.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
I'm
gonna go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But anyway, that's some fun canon trivia.
That was okay canon trivia. That wasn't very fun.
I thought it was fun.
Okay, I guess it was kind of fun. So another proposal in the current session calls for the 1847 Colt Walker pistol to be used as recognized as the official handgun of Texas. Another suggests the Bowie knife should be the official state knife. The state senator, Don Huffins, who authored the canon resolution, said, there's room for all three. There really is.
That doesn't sound like Don Huffins.
That's Huffins material.
He didn't even have a Texas accent.
There's room for all three. There really is.
That was classic Don Huffins.
I just like how he's so emphatic. Like, no, there's really room for it. Like I don't know why we haven't done.
Have one gun.
Like we could have so many guns. Like we could have the official left-handed gun. We could have the right-handed gun. We could have the toddler gun. Like who gives a shit?
I don't think there's left-handed, right-handed guns.
Yes, there is. No, there is. Then how do people with left hands shoot?
You just switch hands.
And then it becomes a left-handed gun.
Yeah.
So I think I'm right. But yeah, the fact that they this is what they're spending their time on. Everything else going on in the country, and they're like, we need some state guns. Ooh, let's make a cannon. And here's the thing. You know what else they were doing during that week? They made Chuck Norris an honorary Texan.
Of
So
course.
they're really taking care of things down in Texas. They're giving cannons their time to shine finally, because they've been so understated in the past. And they got Chuck Norris to be an honorary Texan, which I didn't know he wasn't even a Texan, but he was born in Oklahoma, which is, I guess, not as cool as Walker, Oklahoma Ranger.
Yeah, no.
Oklahoma, where I'm gonna kick your ass with a roundhouse and I fight a bear.
Literally kick. Bigfoot.
Did you ever see the video of him fighting a bear
No.
in the show? It's fantastic. It's not as bad as Lou Ferrigno fighting a bear on the Hulk, but Chuck Norris fought a bear on Walker, Texas Ranger. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Utah became the first state to name an official firearm in 2011, citing the Browning M1911 automatic pistol. Arizona had the Colt revolver, which is the timing on it is kind of bad because they adopted the Colt revolver 4 months after the mass shooting in Tucson that killed 6 and seriously injured more than a dozen others, including then U.S. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords.
Yeah.
So when you have all this gun violence stuff, you're like, we need a state gun. Everyone else is doing it. Yeah, but what about the whole thing where a bunch of people got shot? State gun, need it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll make it a 6-shooter revolver so they can't even get mad. If we did it a rifle, then people would be like, hey, we can't do that, that's bad. But everyone loves a 6-shooter. Indiana, West Virginia, Alaska, and Pennsylvania also decided to do some guns, and then Tennessee had the official rifle make it the Barrett M82. But yeah, the Cannon Resolution references the 1835 Battle of Gonzales, when Mexican soldiers tried to take a cannon from a group of Texans who resisted, marking the beginning of the Texas Revolution, I guess.
Right.
They decided that it's the most significant symbol that they have for the state of Texas, our sense of independence, our strength of being responsible as individuals and not reliant on the government, our sense of liberty, our sense of virtue. So you're not relying on the government to make the official gun of your local government, the cannon. And, plus, since 1954, Smokey the Cannon has been discharged at every University of Texas home football game in Austin.
Yeah. They named
So-
the cannon.
Smokey the Cannon. I wonder how it got that name.
Oh, I don't know.
Because it's a 2-pack-a-day habit,
Pack-a-day cannon.
which is why he's so angry and just shoots at every game. He's like, shut up.
You know what? I should probably quit these things.
Hey, Smokey,
Yeah.
what's going on with you?
I'm just a 2-pack-a-day cannon.
What's that little patch you got on your wheel, though?
Oh, that's because I'm trying not to become a 3-pack-a-day cannon. Doctor said I need to cut back.
There's a cannon doctor you went to go see?
What's the cannon doctor? And you know what he told me I had? Cannon, sir.
God damn it. I wanted to say I missed doing this show, but I hate you so much.
Oh, God, I hope nobody was like drinking anything at that moment, because that's going out the nose.
It's so
Rose
bad.
reminds me of that joke from Scrubs. She's like, "Yeah, it's funny that they call it canned, sir, because there's nothing you can do about it."
Yeah, so that's
Awesome.
That's awesome. But now we're going to talk about some more fun products.
Fun products.
More fun products. Like I was going to.
Products that are fun.
I wanted to.
We're making bumpers. We're gonna make bumpers.
We got some bumpers.
Yeah,
We
but
got-
I want to make like, oh, Florida.
God damn it, Alabama.
Wait, God damn it, the Guadalupe base. Guadalupe.
You were just saying, like, a half hour ago, doing the radio DJ thing, and now you want to do stupid bumpers like that.
I don't care. They're funny to me. No, like, so I was listening. Okay, this is probably. So I listen to 100.3 because I like the music. But I do not like...
What's it called? What's that station?
She Radio or some shit. Whatever. WSHE.
Just so everyone knows, whenever you end up having to give me a ride somewhere, I have to listen to She FM, and I'm like...
but they play the hits of 80s, 90s, 2K, and today. Anyway.
For her.
No.
They play them for her. It's She.
Anyway.
She FM.
They have their morning
Chef
guys.
'em.
Chef 'em. Their morning guys, their name is Brooke and Jubal. And this guy does, I guess he does prank phone calls on the 20s. In which, you can,
those are fake.
You can set someone up. You can call and be like, hey, call them and tell them something. The one that I keep hearing is he calls a woman and says something about how the baby's supposed to be 9 to 10 pounds. He's like, we kind of messed up on that. It's actually going to be anywhere from 15 to 17 pounds. And she's like, what? And he's like, it's prank phone call. I'm like, you could go die. Just go die. But anyway.
What, her or him?
Him. Oh. Jubal. Come on.
I can't talk. People call me Bear.
True.
So remember Nordstrom? Favorite company, Nordstrom?
Yes.
They sell you a leather rock.
The leather rock. In a
It's
really nice bag.
So this came out while we were towards the end of season 2 for us.
Right.
And we didn't get to it. But Nordstrom is, I don't know if they're still selling it, but they were selling this at a time. They have jeans. And you're thinking, okay, jeans.
I've only just heard about this.
You haven't heard about this one.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about, but they are selling their mom jeans.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna read you the name of the jeans. They're called clear knee mom jeans. And you're thinking, what do you mean clear knee mom jeans? I mean, from about 6 inches above the knee to right below the knee, there is a hole in the jeans that is filled in with plastic windows. So, in case you want to show off your knees.
Why?
Exactly. Why? Why is Nordstrom doing this to us?
Why, Nordstrom? Why?
Why do you do this to me? Now, how much would you pay for a pair of jeans with plastic hole window knees?
Plastic hole window knee
Plastic
jeans.
hole window knee on your mom jeans.
Plastic hole window mom jeans?
Mm-hmm.
$1,200.
Let me read the description. It's just one
Again,
sentence.
this might change my answer. Go ahead.
Slick plastic panels bare your knees for a futuristic feel and tapered and cropped high-waist jeans.
$1,500. Futuristic feel. Do you think in the future everyone's going to be like, damn.
Damn, look at those clear knees on that guy.
Forget those breasts. Check out those knees.
I'm pretty sure people wear jeans. I know a lot of women wear jeans just because, I don't want to shave my legs. I'm not going to wear a dress. I'm going to wear some pants.
The window to the soul.
Mm-mm.
Don't say the eyes are the window to the soul. No. It's the knees.
Mm-hmm. And now there's a window to the window of the soul.
There you go. Windows.
Double window pane. So that way that, it's high, it's low energy. The heat stays in. And
the heat stays in. Your knees stay toasty warm for this futuristic feel. Tapered off. And $2,000.
What if I also told you it comes with free shipping?
$3,000.
You can get it for a significantly lower price of $95.
Oh my god!
$95 for some clear knee
Those
mom
were not
jeans.
the jeans I thought you were going to mention.
I know. I found out about these while looking at the other jeans.
Okay.
So now the other jeans that futuristic jeans. God damn it. So now Nordstrom decided, listen, people weren't outraged enough at our rock in a leather bag and our clear knee mom jeans. We need to take it up a step further. We are going to make dirty jeans.
Yeah.
They're offering pre-dirty jeans that have been just completely trashed with mud and dirt.
Some
and,
like Indonesian kid rolling around for $15.
like, you know, they used to make the joke of like, if you want to buy the jeans with holes in them, just, you know, give normal jeans to a homeless person for a year, and then when you get them, they'll be well worn and have holes in them.
Yeah.
Boom, you got your jeans. These ones, it's like, give it to someone that has to go do yard work, and you'll get it back covered in dirt.
Ryan, be like, hey Ryan, do me a favor, wear these for 2 days.
It's like when you,
you can
when
see,
a lady
you can see the knees. So
it's like, here, wear my high heels around the house, break them in. It's like, here, wear my jeans, dirty them up for me real quick.
Yeah.
All right, now
what if you wash them?
Here's the thing. You can wash them, but they have to be machine washed cold and then really gently dried. The details and care on it is heavily distressed medium blue denim jeans in a comfortable straight leg fit embodied rugged Americana workwear that's seen some hard working action with a crackled, caked on muddy coating that shows you're not afraid to get down and dirty. It's made in Portugal. But yeah, you got to machine wash cold and then line dry it.
$5,000.
It's actually way more expensive than the clear knee jeans.
What? Yeah, because you don't have to pay for the knees.
$425 for some dirty pants. You want some jeans? $60. You want them dirty? $425. Now here's the thing. They have a fun, fantastic name for them. But we're going to play a quick guessing round.
Sure.
It's only one round because there's only one. Like, if they would have named the clear knee pants something different, then we would have had 2 rounds. But they gave them a fantastic name. All right, I'm going to give you 4 choices.
Okay.
And then from the 4, I want you to choose which one is correct.
Okay.
And if you're wrong, you have to buy these jeans.
That is not going to happen. I will dirty up jeans, and I will call them those.
No, I'll be able to tell. Because you won't be happy when you're wearing them. Like, if you dirty them yourself, you'll be like, these are great. No. You need to be upset.
You need to buy them dirty.
Okay, so we have White Horse All-Star Loose Fit Jeans.
No.
Barracuda Straight Leg Jeans. Hawk Sound Flare Bottom Jeans. Farmhand Relaxed Fit Jeans.
Shut up.
Which one do you think it is?
I want to say it's the 4th, but I hope it's the 3rd.
Oh, you mean flare bottom jeans?
Yeah.
So you think it's Farmhand Relaxed Fit Jeans?
Yes.
Okay, that would be a great name for them. But they are the Barracuda Straight Leg Jeans.
Oh my god.
Now you have to buy them. $425, but free shipping.
What if I buy the mom jeans with the knees?
$95 free shipping.
We just found. You know what? We just figured out what to get Deb for her birthday. That's right, Deb.
Nailed
From
it.
from the cast of Stupid Sock and Stupid.
Gonna get you some pants.
Get you some kneeless mom jeans. Because you're a mom and you have knees.
So, speaking of being a mom.
Speaking of which.
The only reason I'm talking about this is because, 1, someone made a stupid comment about it, but 2, there's a little bit of a kerfuffle on the internet, people arguing back and forth.
A controversy?
Mm-hmm. You've worked in the restaurant business. How do you feel about children being allowed to run around the restaurant?
Nope.
Okay.
I worked for Edebetics, and for some reason people saw that sign and thought, McDonald Playland.
And it's not?
It's not.
Okay.
I don't want to say I dropped that tray of cheeseburgers on the child on purpose, but I dropped that tray of cheeseburgers on that child on purpose.
To be fair, he deserved it. Do you see the way he was being a little shit?
Yep.
Um,
No, the kid ran into me, and I had a better grip than I let on. Like, I could have walked away from that with the tray.
but you're just like...
But I used it as a teaching moment.
That is such a dick way of putting it. Listen.
Because there's burgers in baskets, so it wasn't going to hurt. Like, the plastic basket
Right,
wasn't going to hurt.
it was just going to be like, I guess you're not going to get your food now.
That kid was just covered in cheeseburgers.
Did you say, you got cheeseburger, bitch?
I wanted to.
No, it's...
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, and I got a really good tip out of it. So essentially that woman paid me to drop cheeseburgers on her child. I'm like...
You're like, wow, what a weird business.
I know. Thinking about a side business.
I'm starting a .com right now.
Hate your kids? Bring them over here. I'll drop cheeseburgers on them.
Do you need them to have their attitudes adjusted, but you're tired of punishing them in ways that they've grown accustomed to?
Cheeseburger them.
Are you on a long car ride and find your children yelling in the back and they just won't shut up?
Cheeseburger them.
Are you at a spelling bee for your oldest son while your youngest will just not sit still?
Cheeseburger them.
Did someone abduct your child from the mall? I almost lost it there. I was like, I couldn't say anymore. So anyway, speaking of making things laugh about restaurants, in this restaurant called the Sundial, in Georgia, it's a rotating restaurant.
Yeah.
And there was a child that was up and walking around. Don't say it. Don't.
The restaurant up.
You're going to feel bad when you find out the boy got trapped and he died.
No.
Yes. The little boy got stuck in the rotating restaurant at the Sundial restaurants.
It's like, that kid is back on the escalator.
Exactly. And that's why I bring this up, because people are arguing like this. I read this because someone commented on Facebook, and it was like one of the, I don't want to say the name of it because I don't want to have people go there, but it's one of those terrible blogs that just likes to, it clearly has an agenda.
Right.
And they clickbait the shit out of people. Anyway, so they're talking about how everyone on the internet is blaming the parents instead of just mourning over the tragedy of a dead child. I'm like, well, you did let your kid up and run around the restaurant.
Right.
And then something happened to him when no one was supervising him. You know,
I want to say duh, but duh.
I feel bad for the parents that
Right.
they lost a child, but at the same time, if I misplace my toys and I lose them, it's my fault.
What is with you and the dead kid stories? What are you doing?
Listen, these things happen. And now,
someone didn't teach that kid to fear and respect that escalator.
Basically, it's all these stories that I know you would have. Well, except for the sex toy one and I was gonna say the Texas one, but you just had a canon story just right there. I'm like, oh, he's gonna have a story about any one of these things or a view on him, like, because you went through the high school with acting and everything.
yeah.
You worked in the restaurant. You know people in multi-level marketing. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Anyway, so this one woman commented on it and saying, he wandered but was close to the table. Most everyone's kids get up and walk around at restaurants. First off, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
Parents had no reason to suspect there was any danger. You're in a rotating restaurant. Maybe there's something you should be worried about. Could have happened to any of us. Nope. No. Not at all the parents' fault. Not the least tiny bit. Okay. It's 98% their fault. Right. It's 2% on the restaurant because I feel like if you have a rotating restaurant,
your gears shouldn't be exposed to
Yeah, but I don't think it was the gears. I think it was like part of the wall or I don't know. I've never been in the restaurant and can't tell you anything about it. But this woman is making the stance of it's not their fault, and everyone's kids get up and walk around. Sometimes kids get squirmy and they have to get up and run around. Yeah, get up and run around at home.
I talked to a group of parents once at Shamagoucha.
Yeah.
Because they were annoying the crap out of me and Drea. These kids were running around, but I finally went over to the people and I go, I can't help but notice that there are guys walking around with giant knives. Yeah. I go, maybe you should have your kids sit down. And the guy's like, how dare you, blah, 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 blah. I said, or then maybe you should go. And then finally the manager, who obviously knows us, came over and he's like, thank you very much for I was like, you should be talking to those people, not me. But, I told the guy, I go, your kid's going to get hurt.
Yeah, it's a Brazilian steakhouse, and you got a dozen waiters walking around very quickly with super hot cuts of meat
Right.
and super sharp giant knives.
Like, sometimes it sizzles when it comes off the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you should probably sit your kid down.
So then here's my favorite part. After she's going back and forth with someone, I'm just going to read it. Well, rude as you may find it, it's an all too common occurrence with people getting up and around. She's like, if he wasn't in anyone's way, what was the harm? Do you know you're having a conversation on someone's article about the kid dying because he got up and walked around?
God, I don't know. What could happen?
That's where
there was some sort of issue.
That's where I was like,
that we could point to.
I have to bring this up. I just have to.
Only
because
there's some occurrence.
What's the harm?
All of it.
What's the harm? What could possibly happen?
All of the harm.
Ugh.
All of the harm.
So that's it for those stories. But we need to get into. Okay, this is going to be a bit longer of an episode.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Sorry, we should have prefaced it, but you can probably see it when you download this. We've been away for a while. Stuff's happened.
Stupid.
So now we have. Excuse me. We're in.
Are you dying?
My allergies are starting to kick my ass. Got some close encounters of the stupid kind. So, like I said, with my finger, all right, finally regrew, and I was going to get my workman's comp payment for it. So, I mean, I missed for like
off and on for
for a month and a half. I missed like a week here, half a week there, like in my recovery. In hindsight, I should have just stayed out of work until I got completely healed, but that's neither here nor there. They were going to send me for my initial workers' comp payment for chopping off the top of my finger, like a good, like if you're looking at it from the top knuckle of your pointer finger up to the tip of your finger, imagine losing the top quarter of it. Yeah, it sucked. So, lost that part of my finger. I'm supposed to get workers' comp for it, and they come back with this whole ordeal with all the time missed, with the injury, with all the doctor's visits and everything. They were going to pay me a whopping $40.
What?
40.
Don't let the money change you, Bear.
I won't. So the guy asked, like, I saw the email chain, it's like, so we did this calculation, blah, 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 $40. Should I write the check? And that's the last I heard of it. And I was like, no, that's wrong. Here's all my doctor's notes saying I missed all this time. Like the next day, someone knocked on my door at like 9 a.m. on the dot. I was asleep and it woke me up. I thought it was a dream, so I just didn't pay attention to it. So I go and open my door when I'm leaving for work, and I see there's a "Sorry we missed you" from FedEx. I was like, "Oh, okay. I got a package." I didn't order anything, so I don't know why I'm getting a package. It said on there you can pick it up after 5 at this one place. I was like, "We'll try again later, but you could pick this up again after 5." So I go to work. I come back home. There's another "Sorry we missed you." It'll be available after 5. I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll just pick it up tomorrow." The next morning, there's another knock on my door at 9 a.m. And I wake up this time, and by the time I put together in my head, I'm like, oh, someone's knocking at my door. I get there, they're already gone. "Sorry we missed you. Package will be available after 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay. Stop coming here. Let it be at that place after 5. So I go to work that day. I come home. There's another fucking "Sorry we missed you." I was like, would you stop? Would you stop doing this?
So you slept by the door that next day.
Thankfully, the next day I had to be up for work at 9 anyway, so like I was fucking ready, you know. Knock on my door at like 8:30. I'm like, oh, we're playing this game, huh? So I get to the door, open it up, and there's "Hi, how you doing? You sign for this?" And it's an envelope. I'm like, okay, I didn't order an envelope worth of shit, so I don't know what this is. Sign for it. Like I had to sign for it. That's why they're being such a dick about it. Open it up, and it's that goddamn $40 check. This $40 check haunted me for 3 goddamn days. And then I didn't even cash the thing because I was like, this is wrong. They're going to send me a new one with the right amount, and I don't want to have any bullshit with this.
Right.
So I'm just not going to sign it. Or I'm not going to, deposit it.
Right.
The part that I haven't told you is that they finally came through with the right information. They gave me a check for the right amount.
Oh.
And I had everything covered. Now, when you see a $40 check that has so much security behind it that the person is essentially stalking me and waiting for me to not be by the door to knock and then run away. I'm on the 3rd floor, so they have to fucking book it too. So this check that is covering the time that I missed, significantly larger check. I just opened my door one day and there's an envelope just kind of leaning against my door. I'm like, here. I'm like, you son of a bitch!
Didn't have to pay. It's just like, we're talking about $40, man.
Right, but this is like... It's like, okay, hey...
How many vagina cams you can buy for $40? What?
Not even.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like a $100 toy.
Well, and then you're only $60 away.
You're almost halfway there. Whoa, living on half of a prayer. So yeah, that was one instance of stupid that I've had to deal with lately. The other one, maybe you remember it. It was last night.
Yeah.
So we had some people go out drinking for your birthday last night.
Yeah.
Because I live so close, when it's each other's birthday, we'll take turns driving. So it's your birthday, so I got to drive. I'm like, okay, I got to be a little bit sober. Thank God I was a little bit sober because
I was not.
You were fucking hammered.
Jaeger bombs, man. I probably did 3.
I don't even know if you heard me, but I asked you at one point when you're like, yeah, Jaeger bombs. And I'm like, are you 21 still?
Yeah.
You didn't even answer me, so I was like, oh, okay, well, he chose this.
No, it's because Ryan was handing them to me. I think it was because they didn't like the level I was at.
Like you weren't drunk enough?
That I was not drunk enough.
So like, let's give
They're
him...
like, well, we know how to fix that. Like, if you want to know what I think of something, give me a bunch of Jaeger, and I will tell you exactly what I think of something with absolutely no filter or remembrance of having told you ever. But yeah, that was bad. No, like I told you, like, so, from what I remember, I fall out of the car.
No, hold on. Let me address this up a little bit. So you drive a Jeep Commander?
Yes.
Okay. Sits pretty high by comparison, SUV. I drive a Honda Accord, about 3 inches off the ground. So, number one, you're already trying to get out of a car you don't know.
Right.
Number two, hammered off your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm telling you, that stuff started to hit. Like I said, it started to hit me like right at the end, and then in the middle of the ride on the way home, and then I don't remember talking about anything. But yeah, so it was like, because that stuff's bad.
So you go to get out of the car, you end up just kind of sliding sideways out of the car, not standing up and out. You just kind of, I'm going to shuffle myself out, and then you did like a backward somersault out of the car. So now you're on the ground. The door's open. And you're like, you kind of like, you're up on your hands and knees. And you go to start closing my car door. And you kind of like, you fucking slam it. But the seatbelt is still out of the car. So it just slams into it. So you're like, oh, it bounced back. I'll hit it again. Like, you slammed my door a couple times where I'm like, just fucking stop. Pulled the seatbelt back in. I'm like, okay, now do it. You slam it. So then you try to stand up. By the way,
did not happen.
On the lower third of the body of my car, there's a handprint. Which normally you might get there from someone looking for something under your car.
No,
like, oh, something dropped.
Under your car.
So you go to stand up. and like you forget how to halfway, and then you just kind of dive headfirst into the side of my car. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Just, well, bam, right into the side of that car.
Yeah, my legs decided to stop working.
Yeah, like I said, you forgot how to stand up for a second. So then there you are on the ground, just like on your knees, and you just go, you know what? Just go.
Yeah.
Just go. And I was like, okay. Yeah, just go. Like the kind of, you're tired, you don't want to, I don't want anyone seeing this anymore. Just everyone leave me alone.
The thing about me when I'm drunk is sober me is still there, but he's like tied to a chair. And like I'll be talking to someone and sober me is like, "Would you just shut the fuck up? Shut up."
Oh my God, everyone says that to you though.
No, I know.
Everyone's sober you.
But I'm just like, just stop. Just stop. So I'm like witnessing this, like, and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, and that's the worst thing about being fucking hammered. At least with me. I know people black out and they don't remember any of it.
Yeah.
My problem is I remember all of it.
Even with how hard you fucking hit my car.
Yeah.
I was expecting a dent in there,
God.
but there was a couple scratches and there's a handprint.
That could probably be like where this came from.
Maybe.
But, and then.
So I leave. I get an angry text today. Hey, way to leave me in the street, dick. I'm like, you fucking told me to go.
I know, but I'm telling you to leave.
You emphatically told me just to leave because you can't stand up with my car here. I'm like, I feel like you could just put your hand up on the door and pull yourself up and walk in.
I probably didn't mean it.
Well, you sure said it.
I know. I know.
You even did with the eyes closed and the shaking of the head with the gesturing of the hand, like just go, just go. Like
you know what you did.
Yeah, like I did something wrong.
How dare you have a car this low to the ground?
You son of a bitch! You planned this.
And like I said, and then I made it to the lawn, and I was just like, "You need to get up off the lawn."
What, you like rolled to the lawn?
No, I think I probably crawled to the lawn. Which is good that I didn't go the other route because there's drainage right there, and I would roll on through it.
That would have been amazing.
That would have been terrible. So I'm sitting there, and I get to the lawn, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta get up. But I'm gonna sit here for a second. And read.
Not because I have to, but because I just want to.
Yes, because I like the way the lawn feels right now. And I finally made it, and I made it into the door, and I made it up to the door. I'm like, I made it here. And then I go into the door, and I misjudge where the top of the stairs are, and I sure go down the stairs. And my dad's like, "You okay?"
Was he awake, or did
he was home? Yeah, he had just gotten home a little bit before.
Oh, okay.
But he heard me. And he's just like, and then I'm the same way. Now I'm embarrassed as hell, and I'm just like, I'm fine. Literally on the floor. I'm fine. Did you hit your head? I don't think so. Got up and sat on the couch, and I was just like, okay.
It took 10 minutes, but I got out of the car.
And I'm going to watch some of the Tonight Show. But no, I was just, it was, and that's the thing, is it comes down to tell you kids, don't mix your alcohol. If you're going to stay with something, that's the shot you do.
I didn't even give you the traditional birthday shot because we discontinued that.
No, we don't do that anymore. No, that probably would have killed me. But no, I was just like, it was just that's exactly what it was. Because it's like, you get the freaking Jaeger and you get the freaking Red Bull. And it's just like it's just a terrible shot to the system.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's upper and a downer.
Yeah, and it basically was like, but I swear to God, and I think that's part of what Ryan was doing. Ryan was like, he's not drunk enough.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to be drunker.
But I don't want to be so drunk that he falls asleep at the bar.
Right.
I want him to be fall down in public later drunk.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, but I'm feeling, I want to know that it's going to happen.
Because I remember leaving to an extent, and then I remember being in the car, and it's something like sitting, and you're just like, ugh. And then all of a sudden, not a lot, and then I remember getting out of the car hard.
Kind of.
Yeah. But that sucks, and everything like that.
For you, I thought it was hilarious.
Well, I'm glad you thought it was hilarious. Next time you're fucking fall down drunk, I'll laugh my ass off. But you don't do that anymore because you're no fun.
I haven't been fall down drunk, I think, since the last one of the house parties we threw. I had one of our buddies and then one of our roommates, the roommate that we didn't like, one under each arm carrying me up the stairs.
Oh, man.
The one that I didn't like, my roommate that I didn't like, he was on the right side. And the staircase, the way it worked is it was up 7 stairs and with a little bend and then went up 7 more stairs. So the entire time we're walking, every step I took with my right foot, I would run him into the wall. Like, yeah, this is with the step. I get in my room, I'm like, what an idiot. I could have totally done those stairs by myself.
No, and that's the thing about, like, the past couple
I'm pretty sure Joe knows that story.
Yeah.
Joe's Derek.
The past couple birthdays, I haven't been that bad. Like,
No.
I've even had someone drive me, and I think I've driven. But that's the only...
Since we discontinued the traditional birthday shot, everyone's been kind of normal on their birthday.
Yeah.
The traditional birthday shot is if you have a rocks glass, and then you fill it completely with Rumplemans.
And you drink that.
Yeah, as a shot.
Which is not good.
No, that'll fuck you up. That'll fuck you up real hard.
Even to the point, like, and it wasn't with that. It wasn't with that. It was started when I was 25. Like, and this is, I'm sharing with you guys now. And this is something that I think you even know about me, is ever since when I was 25, and I was like, I think probably about an hour and a half into the night at like Bamboo Room, and they were giving me like lemon drop shots, and I totally puked because I just all this acidic and everything like that.
Yeah, it's all acid and sugar.
Terrible.
Gross.
And I was just getting embarrassed about the rest of it because I knew that there was like the hint of whatever. I carry a small bottle of Listerine with me. I always have it on me on my birthday, and I haven't needed it since I was 25. But
just in case you puke.
Just in case. I'm able, it's one of those, but it's been, I was thinking to myself, I have the Listerine, so I won't. But the only night, because, when we go anywhere, we go to LA, we go wherever, I drive because I'm a fucking control freak, and I figure if I'm going to get into an accident, it's going to be because of me being stupid, not someone else, and whatever, and everything. So I drive, but on my birthday, I don't drive. And I'm just like, oh, man. But, yeah, it was...
But at least you got the Listerine.
But at least I had the Listerine. No, but I'll tell you what, taking a fall like that, somewhere around 3 o'clock today, all of a sudden my body was like, guess what? We feel pain. And I was just like, my back was...
Remember how you're a year older? If you had done this a week ago, you could have fallen down the stairs fine.
You would have been fine, but now you're a year older. Here comes the pain. Seriously, at 3 o'clock, and I don't know why, it's weird how, like, all that would, like, set in. But I think it was because I was smart enough before I went to bed, because I always do the bottle of water, and then I do some, ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever.
Yeah.
I was awake enough to do that. The fall sure sobers you up. But...
Oh, does it?
Oh, no, yeah. But at the very least, nobody from the bar has like done the traditional like, dude, last night you were, and I'm like, thank God, because that means that I was passable there. It was just later on that
good thing there's no way for anyone to hear me tell everyone about.
Oh, none of those people listen to our show.
Well, I'm going to put it all up on Facebook. Because I didn't know until today, until I got here today, that you fell on the stairs.
It was terrible.
It was awesome. That is awesome.
But then, to be honest, though, I've fallen down those stairs sober.
Well, then fuck you.
I've fallen up them, too. It was like I was running up the stairs, and my slippers...
I'm pretty sure everyone has fallen up the stairs
because
they misjudge a step or whatever.
My slippers don't have very good traction, and sometimes I'll be coming down too fast. But it's like Christmas morning. No, but it was just I think if I had gotten away without because my family has a long history of like weird drunk stories. And the best one is my grandmother. They found my grandmother and lying next to the grandfather clock after being super hammered.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, no one knows how she got the grandfather clock down. Like, it was down and like facing up. So she would have had to turn it around and then like walk the thing down.
Do you think she was attracted to it because she was a grandmother?
Maybe. That's the joke I always make. But
And then, like, 9 months later, there's a pocket watch.
she couldn't say why. Like, they woke her up, and she was like, what happened to the clock? And they're like, what happened
Was
to the
it
clock?
like a full-on, like, 6 foot tall
Oh, yeah.
wood? And,
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Props to her.
Yeah. She was not a big woman, and she was not a strong woman.
How dare you? She is a strong, independent woman
strong-
who don't need no clock.
But, yeah, that was pretty dumb. But, oh well. I would rather have, like, 4 or 5, like, really dumb stories than someone going, no, I've never really done anything like that. So, like, you have not lived.
Yeah.
Until you have fallen downstairs and your dad go, you okay?
Just go.
It was funny, too.
Just
go.
go.
Well, that's funny. Because,
And then you had the nerve to yell at me today.
well, I like to think that if you were like, just go, and I would be like, nope, come on.
No, you'd be like,
I don't know
fine.
if I meant
No. You. This is what you would.
No, I'm pretty sure at the time I was super emphatic, but halfway across the lawn, I probably was like, boy, I wish Bear would have stayed and helped me.
No, because if the situation were reversed, if you were dropping me off at my apartment and I fell into the parking lot and I'd just be like, just go, you'd be like, all right, fine.
That's true. I probably would.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, no, I really need to stay and help you. Please let me help you. You just be like, all right,
Well,
fuck
yeah,
you.
but you got 3 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
And you would have just... Makes you want to blow up the world.
Thanks. No, don't.
Okay, we won't. Just because there's this one ray of light.
Blow up a Jaeger factory.
Did you ever have a lemonade stand as a kid?
I don't think so.
Did you ever go around the neighborhood knocking on the doors, offering to shovel snow for money?
No. We sold candy bars.
No, that's not a thing. So kids in Utah
Ooh.
are finally going to be able to operate their own lemonade stand or go door to door without being harassed by the police for not having a local permit.
Oh,
Utah
sucks.
No, they don't suck anymore because they've passed a new state law. It was overwhelmingly passed with complete bipartisan support. Cities and counties cannot require a license or permit for any occasional business operated by a minor.
Oh, okay.
So if people want to, if a 12-year-old kid wants to go around shoveling snow in the winter, go door to door, they can do that. If a 6-year-old wants to have a fucking lemonade stand in the front yard, you can do that. Because there have been so many stories of kids getting their like lemonade stand shut down because they don't have a permit. It's kind of one of those things where, come on,
cop comes in, kicks the thing down. What have we told you?
I told you if you don't pay for, we want a taste of the action.
No, not lemonade. No. Although I will take this lemonade.
Yeah, I want a taste of the action and the lemonade. Yeah, they're saying that like people in police in Overton, Texas, they once stopped a 7 and 8-year-old from selling lemonade because the 2 girls didn't have proper permits. This girl, 11-year-old girl in Portland, Oregon, couldn't sell mistletoe at the holiday market because she didn't have a permit. Although she'd be perfectly capable of sitting in the same exact spot with a cup just saying, give me money, please.
Okay.
You can beg for money, but you can't sell the stuff.
Yeah.
In Jersey, a couple of kids went door to door offering to shovel snow ahead of an incoming snowstorm, but police soon barred the 2 from doing that because they lacked a solicitation permit, which can cost $450 in some boroughs.
Well, some people, I know some states were doing that because of when it comes to lemonade and blah, 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 there's the whole aspect of the children's parents can be sued. If, like, the lemonade made someone sick or at the same time, like, if they're doing work on someone's yard and the kid gets hurt, they were trying to avoid that shit. It doesn't make it right, but...
Because, I mean, I remember growing up in Minnesota where it sure snowed a whole bunch. And, like, my cousin and I, we went like, door to door in the neighborhood offering to shovel, you know, the driveways and sidewalks, and made a bunch of money that way. Not, like, a ton of money, but if we made, like, $50 in a day, like, when you're 12 years old, that's a ton of money. So...
right. No, I'm listening.
Okay. You just completely zoned out.
No, I'm listening. It's a ton of money.
Yeah. No, so I mean, like, we didn't get a permit or anything. We didn't get a solicitor's thing. And the neighbors, like, appreciated it. Even if they didn't want it, they said, oh, okay, no, thank you. But yeah, it was, I'm glad that they decided to pass a thing with saying
let the
it's
kids
okay.
work, man.
It's not even, like, let them have fun. They want to have a lemonade stand? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they made $5. Get them!
Get them. Get those kids. I want a piece. You want to have a lemonade stand, huh?
So, yeah. That's...
Gonna do it.
That is finally the end of Season 3, Episode 1, Stupid's Talking Stupid.
Yay.
I know
almost a double episode, sort of.
I mean, we didn't do that. Like, we were originally going to come back before C2E2.
Yeah.
Couldn't because you had
stuff.
show and everything. Tried to come back last week. Ran out of time again because I'm helping take care of my dad. And this week we're just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to do an episode. Who cares how long it is?
Yeah. Yep.
And you can listen to it all. You can listen to part of it. I'd recommend listening to the middle if you are just tuning in and like, let's go to the end. See what they're saying. Go ahead and listen to the middle of the podcast. It was fantastic.
The middle was good.
Yeah, anything that was like after the beginning and before the end, just listen to that part.
There you go. So where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Patrick Newson42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can follow the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. And if you want to find more about this podcast, go to Facebook and search for Stupids Talking Stupid.
And you can find all of the other podcasts and stuff we do on the DVMPE.com.
Big update to DVMPE.com.
Oh, yeah.
You can now listen to all of the podcasts we have on the actual DVMPE.com website. You do not have to go to iTunes or what other offers, or whatever things you use. If you want to just listen to it on the website directly there, you can do it.
Yep. Super great.
Fox is going to hear you say that. He's like, yeah, it is super great, you
know
dick.
What? It is.
How dare you?
How dare you? All right. And I'm going to go, well, your wife loves our podcast. So. That. She even asked me, it was funny because she asked me at the C2E2, she goes, what are you guys going to do? I mean, I'm not pressuring you or anything.
I know.
I'm like, no, we're coming back. I swear, we're coming back. But, yeah. So that's going to do it for this week. For Stupid Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And we'll talk to you later.